Hello, Peter from ATB. We're here at sunny Echuca, and I've got Johnny Allen with me. Beautiful weather up here, Johnny.
Yeah, a bit of a change from Ballarat. It was fairly fresh there this morning, but yeah, you get up here, it's definitely a lot warmer.
Yeah, and the only thing is the bloody flies are just about carrying us away if you stand still for too long.
Yeah, a bit of pests, alright.
Yeah. We're going to go through our runners. You've ridden most of our runners over the last week, but before that, we just might go back just your journey. Obviously out from Ireland in 2011, and you've ended up lobbing at the biggest, one of the biggest stables in Australia, and it's been a good journey, Johnny.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been very lucky where I ended up with Darren, and yeah, I've got great support from him and all his owners.
Obviously, you're renowned as a jumps jockey and probably come over, with that background right behind you. You probably rode a lot on the flat in Ireland, but once you were here, you're sort of known as a jumps jockey. But I was just looking through the records. You've chalked up 100 winners for Weary. I reckon majority of those would be on the flat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, look, I rode very little on the flat in Ireland really, but as you know, over here there's many opportunities over jumps, and I've always been quite light, so I just made an effort to get my weight down a bit more. Yeah, and look, really the last year has really taken off, and I'm riding every week and getting plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, the diet, is it something you really have to keep an eye on, the diet?
Look, I work on it a bit, just kind of try and eat healthy. I wouldn't say, like, I work quite hard, and I still eat plenty, but just the right stuff probably more than anything else.
So it wouldn't have been no good you hanging around us last week with the Irish owners in Heartbreak City for 5 days?
Yeah, I probably try and stay off the alcohol as much as I can, and stay off the sugary food.
Is that an Irish ritual? Guinness followed by chasers? Eh?
Maybe lads like that, they can be they're pretty tough, alright.
I think they certainly sorted us Aussie blokes out. We were steering clear of them after the cup, but yeah, they're great. Obviously, in the jumps scene, you had a great association with Gotta Take Care.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he was definitely my flag bearer when I came here first, and it was great to get on a horse as good as him as early as I did when I came here, and I think he just, yeah, look, we had great success together, and he was definitely one of my favourites anyhow.
Just going back when you first come out, is that the story right, that you just lobbed up at the railway station, Weary had to come and pick you up one morning about 4 in the morning, or was that growing legs?
I was probably growing legs a little bit, but I think it was Jeremy actually collecting me at the train station. But yeah, look, I think the job was organised with Darren before I came here, and I arrived in Melbourne obviously, and just got the train up to Ballarat, and I think Jeremy arrived on and collected me, so yeah, it's just gone from there.
And it's been a fantastic ride since. Weary, a good boss?
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's obviously a great trainer, gets great results, and you know, when you're riding one of these, you're always in with a good chance.
Gives a good spray?
Oh, you can every now and again, yeah, but I suppose they can be deserved as well sometimes.
Yeah, it's all part and parcel of the show. Obviously, you've had a bit of luck with us. You've probably ridden a lot more of the ATB horses over the last 6 months. Tintaglia was one that you got going for us her last preparation. She went on to win 3. You rode her yesterday, and she's coming along good.
Yeah, she went super. Yeah, look, obviously drew a good gate yesterday, and she just lobbed in behind the speed. Switched off pretty good for her, and yeah, look, found the line well. Look, if she steps up and trip the next day up to around 2,000 metres, she should be very competitive. Yeah,
another couple of horses you've ridden for us, more recently Stringer Bell. He's an honest horse and won well at Pakenham the other day.
Yeah, he's going well. Always seems to be around the mark, and look, he's in good form, and hopefully he can progress from that run the other day, and yeah, look, he should definitely be up to running in the city sometime soon. And
another one that I've got a little tail in is Silver Stratum, and obviously you won on him at Bendigo, and he's in at Donald on Sunday. Dino's flogged the ride off you there, but he's another horse that's a progressive type of stayer coming through the ranks.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's just looking to get out over a bit of ground, I think, and yeah, you'll see his best when he gets up to 2,000 metres and beyond, so I'd be very surprised if he wasn't around the mark on Sunday.
Yep, terrific. Oh, we'll just flip back through last week's runners, Johnny, and I'll just go through the ones that you were on. We'll go back to Cranbourne, Zoomsday. Had a nice run in transit, just even to the line. He wasn't beaten far.
Yeah, a little bit. She did get trapped a little wide. He did get trapped a little wide, and look, he's not the biggest horse in the world, so ideally I think the softer run he can get, the better. So look, if he can draw a gate the next day and just lob in behind the speed box eater, 1-1, I think he should be around the mark.
Probably out to a mile.
Yeah, possibly. He was a bit one pace the last day. Like, we just he sustained, you know, a good run to the line, but we were just trapped a little wide, which what isn't ideal around Cranbourne. So like I said, if he can get a nice run the next day in a suitable race, he should be very competitive.
Right. We go. I'll just mention a Basso that ran at York. That was a lot better run. He got back, which is a track you can't get back on. This is York in Western Australia, not overseas, and he ran better. Like I said, we probably just he'll be much better when we get to a bigger track. It was better than his first up run, so positive signs there, and hopefully going forward he won't be far away next start. Back to you, Johnny. We had Equieto at Ararat, and he showed a bit more like his form in the first prep by running third. Although well beaten, he was good to the line.
Yeah, it was a good run. Look, that day again we were drawn a little wide, and we got in. We got 3 wide with cover, but I think the first and second horse led and hit box either behind us, and they ended up kicking clear of us on the corner, and we had to come around horses. But look, he found the line well. Yeah, I think that was 13 or 1400 the last day. Maybe a step up to the mile the next day, and he should be hard to beat. Yeah,
and obviously I reckon we dynamite leader if you don't get the right run back in the field.
Yeah, definitely that day. And look, ground was quite quick, so look, it was hard to make ground from back. So to do what he did from back where he was, I thought it was a sound run.
You also rode Chevelle. She's been moved on now. Obviously the owners are well aware of her situation, but no luck from the gate, Johnny. She's half stumbled. Nothing went right really in the run. She stumbled coming out of the gates. We wanted to go forward and sit outside the leader. Ended up getting caught back a little bit, and then got on the back of the favourite, and it brought us nowhere into the race, and we just ended up having to come around off their heels and come at him late. So look, I don't think she went bad. I think it was the circumstances went against her that day, and look, in her right race, she can definitely win a race or two. Yep, no worries. We spoke about Tintaglia. Obviously, you mentioned her, and she was good. So we just look forward to her getting out to a trip.
Yep, definitely.
The reason why I'm here at Benalla, Chuka today, speaking about a horse that did win at Benalla last start, is Yogi, and he's another progressive horse out to the mile, second up. Certainly going to be better once we get to 2000, but he's in a race that he can be really competitive in today.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's a horse. I've only ridden him a few times at home, but he looks very progressive. He was impressive. He's maiden in Vanilla and really hit the line well. But looks a really nice stayer in the making. Hopefully he can be competitive today. I'm sure we'll be riding him with the future in mind. So he'll probably just settle midfield somewhere, and hopefully it'll be too good for him.
Yeah, the Chuka track, it's a little bit different dynamics to Ararat, but it can play to the leaders, so he's a horse we need to be sort of getting into the race from the 600 onwards.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he looks that type of a horse, but yeah, look, we just see how things pan out, and there looks like a bit of speed in the race, just having a look at things. So hopefully we can just lob in behind it and get a clear run of them.
Righto. That covers all the runners. You've been out here 5 years, so we call them Australia home now?
Half home.
Half home. You've been back to Ireland lately?
It's home away from home.
Home away from home.
Yeah, look, I try and get back yearly. I hope to get back at Christmas time this year, so yeah, get back and meet the family and some friends, so it should be good.
Some of the family been out since you've been out here?
Yeah, I've a brother actually living in WA at the moment. He's working over there, and yeah, my mother's been out and trying to convince my father to come out next year, but I don't know. I don't think he's been on. I think he might have been on a plane once or twice in his life. He's taking a bit of convincing.
Well, we'll have to make sure you're on a Group 1 chance. And speaking of that, probably a highlight. Obviously, you've won most of the big jumps races. How would be thy name? The Derby Group 1 flat win. Not too many jocks have got the history. They've ridden a Group 1 winner and winning the Grand Nationals and all that as well. That must have been a huge thrill. Yeah, definitely. Look, a huge thrill. I get a great kick riding winners anywhere, but when you win a race like that, I suppose you get a lot more recognition for that. And look, it was a great day, and I was very glad of the opportunity from the owners and the trainers, and glad we could get the job done on today. Beautiful. All right, Johnny, thanks for your time. Obviously, we've loved putting you on, and you've ridden winners for us, and hopefully we can, keep that association going, riding winners in the country. But let's hope one day we can have a stakes winner together, and all the best with everything going forward, and thanks for the chat today. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can get a bit of success, and all going good. Peter from ATB, second part of ATB-TV this week, and we've gone from the northern part of the state of Echuca to the southwest of the state here at Dunkeld, on the Dunkeld Racecourse's home straight. In Melbourne tomorrow, Sandown Zipping Classic Day basically signals the end of the spring in the city, and then we roll out to Sportsbet Ballarat Cup Day next weekend. But at Dunkeld this weekend, it's their iconic race day where a little town of 600 or 700 people swells to about 10,000 on Cup Day. It's just one of those unique race meetings where, for whatever reason, people just flock. They come from the city, they come from everywhere, interstate. They get here. There's marquees set up around the grounds everywhere. Track looks in great condition. The surrounds are fantastic considering all the weather we've had over the past 2 or 3 months, and while there's a little bit of weather around tomorrow, the spirits haven't been dampened by the locals, who really look forward to this day. And like I said, there's an 8 race card, and there'll be 10,000 people here cheering on all the runners, all the jockeys, and all the owners. They'll be here, and yeah, it's really a special thing to win a race on Cup Day here at Dunkeld. Righto, we spoke, as we just said, we had Johnny Allen on speaking about his rides. We did miss one that ran last week, and that was Cullinan at Mornington, Jack Hill Road. Look, he was honest again. Jack rode him positive out of the gates, had him in the 1-1, and look, he got to the line fair for 4th. He didn't lose any ground the straight. He held his ground. One thing Jack did say, that he wished he got going about 200 metres earlier, just for the fact that he could have got him into the race and he would have still toughed it out. But anyway, we've had a bit of a chat. We think we might go to Swan Hill, benchmark 64, just to get some weight off his back, get 3 kilos off. We may even toy with the idea of an apprentice, but that will be only if we can find a suitable apprentice to jump on. That covers all our runners there. Now, as you've seen in the last segment, we spoke to Johnny about Yogi, and if you're all unaware and haven't seen the result, just have a look at this vision.
Out in front of him, put him 4 deep. Then I'm ready for this. Our Guarantee getting a nice card up, and Yogi's being shown the whip. He's going to have to come from last, Yogi, as they come towards the turn. Front runner here is Phantom Eagle from Effortless Miss. Racing Tycoon in 3rd place. Then Solace, followed by Our Guarantee, who comes to the outside again and is starting to come on. Further back to Von Galetta. Yogi down the outside. It's no picnic today for him, as down the middle comes Our Guarantee, chasing Phantom Eagle. Racing Tycoon is trying hard. Our Guarantee, the grey on the outside, looms large, and it'll do it again, Our Guarantee. Yogi's flying, but Our Guarantee won it by a length to Yogi. 3rd.
Righto, well, he never won. Jeez, didn't he get home hard? Missed the start, which probably just upset the plans of being a little bit closer during the run, but he was sort of always off the bit. He never travelled, but gee, when Johnny hooked him out, that last 200, and especially the last 100, that was work of a serious racehorse. So disappointing in defeat, but gee, going forward, that was a great run, and we look forward to getting him out to 1,800, 2,000 metres at his next start. Where that is, I'm not too sure yet, although there is a nice little race at Sandown in a couple of weeks' time over 1,800 that may fit his schedule. But, like I said, the run of a promising horse, and we look forward to seeing him develop as his career unfolds. Moving on, this morning as I speak, there was a jump out down at Flemington for the people in the All Too Hard Stammer, so we'll have more information on that, or you guys will, as the morning unfolds. Sunday, Donald's our next runner, and that's Silver Stratum. I've got the hat on, been loyal. He goes into the benchmark 64, 1600, Dean Yendall, barrier 7. Look, cut it short. Looks a nice race for him. If he's not winning, he shouldn't be far away. Let's hope he's winning. So on Monday, our approach, Wangaratta, 1590 metre maiden. Pushed her out in distance. A bit plain last start, so we need to see an improvement from her. I think Harry Coffey on barrier 10. I think she could come in a couple of gates. A couple of emergencies have drawn inside her. Look, like I said, needs to improve on last start. I think she can out to the mile. Also on, sorry, I've missed one on back to Sunday. Sovereign Wealth at Newcastle, 1350 metre maiden. Now, if ever a horse deserves to win a race based on consistency, this filly is one, or this mare is one. She's had 5 starts, I think, for a second, 3 thirds, and a fifth. So she hasn't been too far away. Small field, barrier 1. Gets all the favours. Nick Hayward claims 2.5. I think he's one of 2 that are claiming, so we get an advantage there on the weights. She comes in under the minimum weight. Look, she gets the right run, and we don't strike a horse from the Wally Yard or anywhere like that that's one out of the box like we have on a couple of occasions. She should go very close to winning, and let's hope so for the owners, because she's been very close on a few occasions and really deserves to break her maiden. We go to Sandown, obviously acceptances aren't out, but My Obsession will be going around in a benchmark 78 fillies and mares over a mile. Benny Allen goes on, claiming a couple, and also the blinkers will go on. So after the run at Moonee Valley, where Darren Weir identified that she may just need a bit of a gear change just to help her find that extra length or 2, well, let's hope the shades, the claim, will do the trick for her on Wednesday. The day before, we got Ballarat trials, so there'll be a few horses going around there. Without naming names, we'll probably have 5 or 6 going around there. A few that will be pushing towards race day after that trial. Not too much more. I think looking further ahead, there's Warrnambool on the Thursday. We may have runners there, and on Friday, Matty Williams will have Royal Fantasy going around, but I've sort of jumped into the following week's ATB-TV there. Look, not much more to add. Just on Dunkeld here, if you're going to have a bet, I've got no fear of labelling a few here, because they're not ATB horses, so I won't get a swat from the owners, and I won't put the moz on or the slows on any of our runners. But Sandhill Chief in the Cup, trained by Sam Turner, looks hard to beat with Linda Meachon. And just one, Jared McLean's got Weemac. What a great old horse this has been. I think it's 84 starts, 9 wins. He's been a horse where apprentices like Caitlin Mellion, Kyle Maskill, Nathan Punch, they've all rode and had their first win on him, so he's been a real apprentice's horse. And saying that, Shane Jackson, the jump jockey's on carrying top weight the last race over 1,000 metres. He'll be looking to record his 10th win, and I reckon that could be a nice one to get out on in race 8 at Dunkeld. Alright guys, I haven't got too much more to add. We've got through the mad week of Melbourne Cup week. We're back to normal, almost back to normal as we can be. We roll into next week, and like I said, we head to Ballarat Cup Day the following week, where we hopefully we'll have Ty-O running around for us in the Cup, which is exciting. Anyway guys, I'll tune out now. Have a great weekend while you admire Mount Abrupt in the background. If you find a more picturesque course than this at Dunkeld anywhere in the world, you'll be doing a good job. Like I said, have a good weekend on the punt. All the best. May your horse win, and we'll see you next week, probably with the boss, back for ATB-TV. And just quickly, almost forgot, Liz would have killed me, November 26th, ATB Christmas party at Manningtree Park. If you haven't already booked, email Liz at atbloodstock.com.au, or just get in touch with me, Peter at atbloodstock.com.au, and I'll pass it on. Booking's already coming in. It should be a great day. We'll party up, we'll reflect, we'll have a few drinks, we'll have a tour of Manningtree Park, and we'll have a look at some of the horses, including some of our yearlings that are at the farm. And like I said, it will be a great day and a great way to wind up 2016. Be there.